Hey, to the people, what's going on? I know this is so abrupt and impromptu, but we had to go ahead and come on to the live and bring it down to the thing. So thank you for joining us wherever you're watching and whatever lounge. This is No Chaser TV. My name is Chase. I'm here with Tori B, and it's a lot to discuss. It's a lot of tea on the table. I see people coming in the room. Shop, yes, ma'am. Let's get into it. Yes, ma'am. Hey, David. Hey to everybody watching. Oh, wow, they're coming in quick. Kenya Moore was on live today, and she addressed a few things from the reunion. Most importantly, she did go ahead and confirm that she will not be returning as of now for season 17. But she also went ahead and spilled some tea that's been going around the streets of Atlanta for quite some time now. Now, I don't know if you remember, was that on the happy hour? I told you guys I heard some things.
Yes, it was happy hour. And everybody's like, spill it.
And what did I say?
I can't say nothing.
Once again, good old Chase was right, eh? This is the tea. This was the tea that I heard going around the streets of Atlanta. Basically, that allegedly K Michelle and Pinky Cole are set to film Housewives. Can you also spill that there was another young lady that was auditioning who's married, has a wonderful family, and she really wanted her on the show, but I guess not. And she did also state that she was not sure if Shamea was coming back. And I know that's been a big point of discussion because Shamea has been getting her ass handed to her the last 2 weeks due to the reunion. So what we're going to go ahead and do is play some of the clips from Kenya Moore's live. You can watch the full live at Kenya Moore Official, and we are going to go ahead. Yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and get into all of the things. Um, should we go ahead and just kick it off with the tea about who's joining, or where should we start? Should we just start from the beginning to the end?
Just do the tea and then we could go.
Talk about the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Hey, David. Hey, love, love, love. Hey, everybody coming in, wherever you're watching. We do greatly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and pull up some of the, hey, Amanda K. We're going to pull up some videos of Kenya Moore's live from today and watch those. And you could go to No Chaser TV on all social media and watch those there as well as you're watching it here with us. Let me see. I don't know what I did to my recents folder, but normally I was able to just go to my recents folder and the videos will pop up. Now I have to go searching all up and through. While we're doing this and I'm getting this together, what did you think of Kenya Moore announcing that she will not be returning?
I'm not surprised they're gonna punish her. Um
You don't think the way they handled this was punishment enough, though?
I think they're gonna make an example out of Kenya. And
They always tend to do that.
I don't think it's fair because it's not like she did what she did just to do it. She did it because Bravo failed to take the proper protocols and address her concerns. And if you're not going to handle it, if I contact HR and y'all don't handle it, then I'm gonna handle it. And so I feel like they failed her, and now she's kind of taking the brunt of this. I don't think it's fair. Um,
Yeah, I don't think it's fair either. I'm gonna play the clip.
To the team. They're adding 2 new housewives, and I think you guys kind of know them both. They're both like known people. One is a business person, and she's a restaurateur, and the other one is actually, you know how we always say, oh, it's giving Love and Hip Hop. The other one is actually from Love and Hip Hop. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Someone just said, are me and Mark back together? Hell no. No, that is never going to happen. I usually never say never, but I'm going to say a good never on that. We're just trying to raise Brooklyn together. And honey, if the cameras were on us half the time, yeah, it would. It's pretty crazy. Um, let's see. What else? It's going so fast. Okay, let me see if I can get down here. Um, Somebody said they want to see our niece. It's so many people on here. Okay, it's not Rashida. Um, it's not Rashida. And honestly, there's another rumor too. Somebody's asking, will Shamea be back? I don't know. I hear yes and I hear no. And that one, I can honestly say I don't really know the tea on that one. But I have been hearing both. Yes, and she'll be back. And I've been hearing no, she won't. So that you got to wait. But they do start in 2 weeks. So the cast is pretty much, set. But I think if she backs out, there was a young lady that I know that was auditioning or interviewing, who is married, beautiful, gorgeous young woman. And I don't think she made it, but I think if Shamea is not there, she would be a great alternative. She's got, this beautiful marriage. She's been married long term. And she's a beautiful girl. So I would kind of be rooting for her. I think she kind of has what I feel is classic, Real Housewives energy. Um, Someone says, will I be a part of the cast? As of now, no. That could change. I keep hearing a lot of different things. We have been in talks. But as
Mm-mm. So there you have it. As of now, it's a no for Kenya Moore. And she let the chopper sing as far as what she did know. So I don't know if that helps her case in any reason, because it feels like when Bravo punishes you, they want you to keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, don't speak ill on Bravo, don't spill any tea, don't speak your side, wait till they contact you, which I also think is unfair. And the reason why I think it's unfair is because, as Tori B mentioned earlier, the situation that happened with her and Britt Edie is messy, is nasty. It was retaliation, but I always stand by the fact that if something had been done about Britt sooner, we wouldn't have even gotten to that point. And so I just think that while Kenya does need to take accountability for her actions, I think it's highly hypocritical to make one person take accountability for their reaction when the network, it does not feel that the networks or the powers to be have taken accountability for theirs, which is the mishandling of this situation. And it always begs the question, why is it that Kenya seems to be punished? She was punished for not getting married on camera, and so years ago, I don't know, but yeah, it just begs to ask the question, why her? Whether you like her or you don't, this isn't for me. My commentary right now isn't about whether I like Kenya or not. It is about what just seems fair and what seems unfair. I think her sitting out, not being invited to the reunion, holding her peace, holding her mule, all of those things, I think were punishment enough for me, as just someone looking at the situation, and then as a viewer, because we lost out on a lot of content because of it. Go ahead and then we'll read a comment because that's we see our content is in the lounge, blowing the lounge up, pal. Go ahead, Tori.
Yeah. So I thought maybe we was gonna get Kenya back this season coming up, but obviously that's not it.
Hold on,
I don't.
Tori. Hey, girl, I'm live on YouTube. Down to the YouTube talking about Kenya and K Michelle. They say coming on, and Pinky Cole. They say coming on with the vegan burgers. Oh, my best friend say hey, YouTube live. Everybody say hey.
Hey.
All right, I'll call you when I get done. All right, bye. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, and I'm not. I don't know how I feel about these two new people joining. Um, I know Pinky Cole also stated that she has to kind of restructure her business issues with expanding her
You broke
restaurant.
up. You said she has to restructure her business because
Oh, she was having some issues with the company. So I'm sorry, Pinky Cole is, y'all would know in Atlanta, but I know her too. She has Slutty Vegan, and she's had some issues with expanding her business. I know in particular she had one in Harlem, and I think it might have opened for like maybe a year or two, and it shut down in the last couple of months. But she's had some struggles in growing her business. Um, she is married, and even her husband is like a restaurateur as well. So financially, she's good, but still, like her business, she's had some issues with that. And then Kay Michelle, we've known for a very long time, obviously, right, from Love and Hip Hop, but also her music. Um, I just don't know. I don't see the direction that this is going in. I don't I don't know if I like Pinky. I think will be a great addition. I don't know if she's gonna bring much drama, but
she's gonna bring drama. Because listen, I was going to read. I know someone personally who work. I know a couple of people who have personally worked for Pinky Cole. I need to find these tweets because if I can find these tweets, the tweets allege that she is a difficult person to work for, and she's allegedly not the nicest.
okay.
So that's what the tweets have. I didn't tweet it. You know, that's their experience. I don't, matter of fact, I'm not gonna, if I can't even remember their Twitter name. If I can remember their Twitter name, I'll go and find some and read a few, but I'm not gonna post them. I'm not gonna do any of that because that's this person's, privacy. I won't be doing that. But God, I wish I could think of their name on Twitter, because if so, I would read the tweets. But they say, baby, Pinky Cole.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. So I'm interested to see her come onto this platform, because the public persona, according to various employees, contradicts what goes on behind closed doors, allegedly.
Okay.
It's the T. Now wait a minute. Some let's what does it say? Let's taste that. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Let's taste that says, I disagree. Kenya showed a gun on screen, and I said she was bringing that out for Phaedra, who was pregnant. Kenya, I can't read the. I'm sorry, I got one
It's a
content.
low down piece of work.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I have the left contact in. I don't have the right contact in. I put it in this morning, and I started having like a sharp pain in my eye. So I immediately took it out. And then another thing is when I have both contacts in, I think it's the ring light, but I have a hard time with the direct light in my eyes, keeping my eyes open and keeping them from overwatering. So when I do these, I'm gonna have one in. I'm gonna see what I can see, and I'm gonna see what we're gonna work with it. Okay, but we're just working with it. And these contacts, because they're hard contact lenses, it takes like months to get the right ones. So these are probably not going to be the permanents. I'm going to have to get them adjusted. I have an eye appointment next month. So y'all pray for me on my eye journey, right? Because remember when I couldn't see at all. Amen. Uh, but what were we talking about? Oh, they said that Kenya brought a
She
gun out.
showed the gun in her closet, and
Hmm.
she said she was bringing that gun for Phaedra, who was pregnant.
That
Kenya,
was after Kenya. Wasn't that after Phaedra brought the taser to the reunion?
I don't remember.
That was season 6 in her closet when she had the gun. But on the set of the season 5 reunion, Phaedra was sitting sideways with Phaedra Sparks on her side. And said if Kenya came over there, she was gonna tase her. So I mean, listen, I did say this though. Um, Kenya's done a lot of retaliating. And a lot of it, you know, is up for interpretation as to whether or not it is uh tacky, or whether or not it is allowable. You know what I mean? But I said when we were doing the reviews back then, you're either gonna pay on the front end or you're gonna pay on the back end. but you're gonna pay. Remember, I kept saying that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people felt like this was, while she wasn't necessarily in the wrong, this may have been her comeuppance for all of the things that they felt that she had done wrong to the ladies over her tenure throughout Housewives. Uh, so there was that. As far as K Michelle is concerned, I know a lot of the people. I've seen some comments like, "Why K Michelle? How did that happen?" I Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I who have nothing, who have everything. I Queen Frankie says, "Stop and evil." Ooh, y'all are messy today on a good Saturday.
Hey,
Okay.
Sean. K mess will be a key.
Thank you. Let's taste that. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second so I can pull it up so we can talk about it.
um,
Go ahead. You
I
can
mean,
see some comments while I'm
I do
pulling up. I'll
like
give.
K, but I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. Like previous reality stars on this show, I don't know if it will, if it fits well.
Excuse me. Other franchises, I believe, have done it. Don't quote me. Um, they've all had some, like Beverly Hills. A lot of those girls have done reality TV, what, in a day in some sort of capacity. Like Lisa Rinna had her own reality show, and she
She
had one
did?
with her
Yeah.
husband. Yes, she did on E. And then she had one with like her husband Harry Hamlin. They were the husbands of Hollywood, Harry Hamlin, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, there's somebody else. Oh, Yolanda was on like whatever she is, Dutch or Dublin Housewives or whatever. Remember
Oh,
Yolanda?
she was? I
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
Yolanda. Okay.
Okay. So when it comes to K Michelle, only thing I can think of is that K Michelle, if you remember last year, Will Smith's wife came from VH1. Absolutely. Cherie, excuse me, from
Cherie.
Beverly Hills. She was on Hollywood
Yeah.
Exes. But K Michelle, if you remember, was on the Queen's Court, right?
Oh yeah, she was. She was. I ain't
Yeah,
watched
she was
that
on
thing.
Queen's Court season 2 with
Okay.
London Charles, aka formerly from
Delicious.
Delicious, and Lisa Ray. I know they've always wanted Lisa Ray to do the show. I don't know about Delicious or not, but I'm thinking because of the Peacock Association, and she did really well on that show. Uh, and she even got into it with Delicious a little bit on that show. I'm thinking that's where they decided to test K Michelle.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I get
She
it.
already has a network tie, so it wasn't like she wasn't a part of the NBC Universal family and just came out of nowhere. She
Okay.
already has a tie to NBC because of Queen's Court,
Okay.
right? Okay. Now someone says, who is Pinky Cole? Pinky Cole rose to fame in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and then the restaurant at large because she had this booming business called the Slutty
Slutty.
Vegan, and the Slutty Vegan was a line of vegan hamburgers that were named after different kind of slutty things, and it just took off and spread like wildfire in Atlanta. I was there when the boom happened, and she had has multiple restaurants, and then she expanded, and so from there was something that happened with the restaurants, and she ended up selling the restaurants, and then I think she said that she did everything that she could and got the restaurants back, but allegedly her money may be a little bit funny because of
Mm.
that. That's alleged. I don't know, but I think that she has gone on Nene Leakes' show, which is ironic. She was a guest on Nene Leakes' show, and her and Nene Leakes talked about it at length about how she had to get her businesses back and how tough it's been, her journey through. But she's self-made, really popular in Atlanta, does some philanthropy work. On the other side of that, though, there are employees and people who used to work for her that have allegedly said she's a nightmare to fucking work for. So if she's a nightmare to fucking work for, I'm sure it's only going to be a matter of time before she's a nightmare to fucking work with on that Housewives show if she is her 100% authentic self.
Yes, and I wanted to
Yes,
highlight.
Miss Finesse. You want
That's
to
what,
highlight
yeah, I
what?
was about to highlight what she was about
Go
said.
ahead.
Um, Miss Finesse says it would make sense. They also got her restaurants off campus. Said the food was overpriced for college students. Yes, and she also caught some flack for not paying her employees enough money.
Mm.
Like paying $50,000 for somebody to be like a social media manager, allegedly. Um,
That's a time consuming job.
yeah,
Trust
so,
me.
yeah. So there is some things, but she's also married. Her husband is a restaurateur. I don't recall the name. I think it has
It's
something to do
something. They
with
have a new restaurant.
cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Something
Cheese
with
something.
Yeah, I don't know the name, so I'm not gonna say that. I just know it's a cheesesteak restaurant. So she is married with a baby. Um, but that's all I know.
Yeah. So there is that. In regards to the AUC students, so what happened was it was in the AUC and then they took it. And when they wanted to bring it back, the students voted no because they said the food was too high. So that was what that was about. So yes, girl. That's a lot of people going on in the things. All right. So from there, Kenya Moore also talked about a few other things. And let's go ahead and see what she had to say. I think that we'll go ahead and do this one. We'll run this.
There you go, Big Dave's cheesecake. Thank you,
Big.
David, because I
Oh,
didn't.
that's her husband.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah,
husband.
he does have a couple of restaurants in Atlanta for sure. I've heard of them.
Yeah, because up here in New York, it's we have a cheesesteak restaurant called Charlie's or something like that. So I didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
confuse the two. But yeah, that's her husband. He owns that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope Big Dave doing right by the people because they say allegedly Pinky wasn't, and that's the T. So I wonder if somebody's gonna bring it up. And it's funny, this is messy ass casting. Let's talk about how messy this casting is. Think about it. K Michelle is a what?
A reality
Music
star? I
artist,
think
right?
yeah, music.
Who else is on the show? Shamea
Drew,
and Drew.
Shamea, she,
Aspiring musical artists. And then you have
and
the
Kay is
real
gonna go
fucking deal.
off.
The real, if that music ain't right and them notes ain't hitting, ooh
She
wee.
going she gonna criticize the hell out of them. Ooh yes, yikes.
And then Pinky Cole, who has done restaurants to the utmost.
Kelly is a restaurateur as well. She just opened her
Exactly.
second
I said it
location.
was messy.
Yeah, it is a little messy. Yeah. Well, and then they all competing for who has the most plastic in their body.
No, I don't know about all that.
Well, K Michelle got hers removed.
Okay. Okay. You
They
don't
all
talk about
had
women's body.
surgeries.
I don't talk about nothing about no woman body, baby. I don't do that. Your body, your choice. Do what you want to do. Because I'm a man, and guess what? I can't dictate what you do with it. Amen. You want to walk around with fixed flat in your ass? Do it. Because who
that's
ass
the
is it?
that's the sad part.
It's
Please
your ass. It ain't mine. What I got to do with it? All right.
When I saw that that Portia said that on her YouTube live, in teasing that a current housewife had given me the information, they did not. I actually called Portia and I was like, Portia, why are you saying that? She was like, no, you did. You did. You told me you got it from Drew. I was like, first of all, I never told you that. I would never tell you that. In fact, I told the world where I got the information from. It was from an investigation. And I have never once in my life said that I got the information from any person that is known on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it was just very bizarre. I found the whole thing to be very bizarre. And like literally, she was fighting me on the phone for like a good 25 minutes saying that that I did say it to her. I was like, I would have no reason to say it to you because it's completely false and untrue. And the one thing I just thought I was in an alternate universe talking to her because I was like, girl, I have never said that to you. The one thing that you don't have to remember is the truth. If you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember lies. I never said it. I always tell the truth. I never said it. If I say something about someone, I have factual information. 99.999% of the time. And for her to say that I had gotten it from Drew, I was like, where are you getting that from? Like, that is insane. And when I did speak to her personally on the phone, she was like, yeah, you did. You told me that. You told me that. I said, I think Drew has information, but she never gave me any photos or any, anything else that she was claiming that the photos came from Drew. And I said that publicly. And for her to double down on it at the reunion, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it's just not true. But she was on the phone telling me, when I spoke to her, that it was true. I'm sorry, I have like these temporaries in my teeth from, the doctor, dentist. I know you saw the post. And you guys were like, oh, you guys should date or whatever. No, he's married, but he is fine. And I'm not being disrespectful because all of you guys said it. But no, don't do married men. And he's a very good person, Dr. Dave. But anyway, I digress. So the one thing about me, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I have said this on air publicly before. I have never been high. I have never been drunk a day in my life. So I have no reason to like say some stuff and then forget that I said it or who I said it to, or I don't lie about people. I have no.
Y'all, we're going to talk about this, but I just got. I just got a message. Why Ralph Pittman just released a song yesterday called Wish You Well.
And I wish he would go to hell. How about that? I don't want to hear his punk ass song.
What is happening? This is a messy ass fucking day. Let me see if the lyrics are in here. No lyrics. I could have read the lyrics. Can you hear it?
No, you got to put it to the mic.
You can hide how you feel, but we don't know the real. It is what it is. So you gotta move on, baby. I wish you
Auto tune.
all love on his side. I wish you well.
Well. Oh! I don't think I was supposed to spill that. Okay, y'all. I don't think it. I just spilled some tea. I wasn't supposed to spill it, I don't think. Oops. Okay, let's talk about Kenya. What do you think about Kenya saying Portia was up there lying? Is that why Shamea said, and you're lying too?
Portia and Britt have that in common. They half lie and half tell truths. I'm sorry. I believe Kenya before I believe Portia on any damn thing. To me, Portia is still on that, like, stay on Drew's neck for what? You gave her a hug and said, we're going to put this to rest, and then still claim that Kenya said it was Drew. I don't believe that. She's always said that she got it from a private investigator. I don't know. It's just very strange to me. Portia just needs to, she's another one. Let the shit go. Let the mouse go. Let it go. Leave Drew alone. She proved y'all all to be worse liars than her at this point this season. So for me, you know, Drew kind of redeemed herself. She been reading the girls for filth. That includes Portia. And just let it go, Portia. Like, Kenya is not saying it's her. So, and she's the one who got the information. Also, I just feel like Portia was riding for Britt too much. And so now it's just like, we know she lied about the underage thing on Britt's behalf. That's something else she lied about, because Britt never said she was underage. I don't know where that came from. Britt never said that. Like, why are you talking for her? Like, I don't know. It's just very strange. This whole season was very strange. There's answers to questions we just probably will never know. We'll probably never know the truth. But I know Portia was lying this season, has gotten caught in lies this season. She needed a storyline, and she made Drew her storyline, unfortunately. And so that kind of backfired, and that had all of the it had a lot of the fans upset and calling out the double standard. And so I feel like that's the reason why she made sure she apologized to Drew. But if Kenya's saying it wasn't her, then I'm gonna say it wasn't her. You know, y'all all, some people believe Phaedra had no hand in the Angela stuff, but Angela set it up. I don't think so. Angela knows her husband. Her husband would break that man's face. She would not set her husband up to go to jail over a lie like that. So I'm sorry. I'm not believing none of it. David saying Ralph and Drew have the same voice. Yeah, I don't care about Ralph either. I believe it was auto-tune too. I can't. I don't know. He's a strange man. I know she regret marrying his ass. I don't care if he do got pecs. And I don't care if he is cute. If you a corny dude, I'm not with it. That makes you ugly in my eyes. Like, why are you so petty? What is the reason? End the relationship and move the hell on. Co-parent and move on. I don't know what's going on with Ralph. Ralph's a weirdo. Let's taste that. You saying a lot of we. I'm not sick of Drew. I'm sick of Ralph, though. I tell you that. Okay, because Drew gave us some real good one-liners. Did you sell the cat? You know, she gathered Shamea. I tell you that. I agree with you, Miss Finesse. Portia inserted herself. I'm going to be real with you. She had to insert herself. She had nothing going on this season. Think about that. She could not film in that house. So she had to insert herself in a lot of the things happening because she had nothing going on. That's just what it was. All right. And I agree. The underage thing was very strange as well. I don't know why she inserted herself in the Brit stuff. Allegedly, according to Shamea and Kelly, she didn't like Portia and didn't want Portia around her man. Like Portia would want her man. Her man ain't got no money, allegedly. Y'all can't even allegedly pay y'all bills. Y'all didn't pay the country club, allegedly. Chase ain't gonna get me. I got it. I'm saying allegedly. Yes, Amanda K. Everybody has lied this season. I don't know if we caught Drew in a lie this season. I mean, if they want to go with Drew said, you know, Michael Jordan is my cousin. She said it in a funny way. I thought she was being sarcastic, and she confirmed she was being sarcastic. So if you want to say that's a lie, fine. But we all, as black and brown people, be like, you know, that's my cousin. Don't act like you haven't. No, you didn't. And not too much on Angela, David. Not too much on Angela. David says Angela thinks that nose job looks good. We can't believe anything that comes out. Not too much on Angela, okay? I'm not doing it. That's my fave this season. Yes, Miss Finesse. Simon says you have no storyline. Let's not forget. So whatever you got to say, Drew was reading the girls this season. I don't know if she got somebody helping her with the reads, but she came up with some, okay? It took her a while, but she here now. She's finally arrived. She's the housewife we've been wanting her to be. Fangela really flopped these last 3 episodes. I wouldn't agree with that. She carried most of the season. She carried midway through the season. She can't carry the whole show. This is supposed to be an ensemble show. Okay? Kelly didn't really give us much. Portia didn't give us anything. Let's taste that. I don't agree that Angela is a manipulator and a liar. I think that's Phaedra who's a manipulator and liar. I don't know where y'all get y'all memory from. I done told y'all that the same trick that Phaedra pulled on Angela, she and Chase confirmed it. I forgot what season, if it was 5 or 6. Where Phaedra tried to pull the same trick, and she did it to Nene. She pulled her little connects in Athens and got in touch with Nene's sisters and Phil with them to talk shit about her. But the footage got pulled, and that's when Nene called her out. If you recall, she said, "You're not smart, Phaedra. You're not smart, and you never win when you play dirty." Okay, so Phaedra is the lion and manipulator, and I don't understand why y'all can't understand that. She's pulled so many dirty tricks, and I thought it was weird when she was at that event with Angela and Drew, and she was like, pay him no attention, you know. And then she couldn't wait to get in the car to call Portia and let her know what was happening. I thought all of that was weird. I already ran through that, so I don't know why you think Angela is the liar when she was reading all the girls and calling all of them out, including Shamea. All right. Yeah, I agree, Miss Finesse. That's why this season was so off and very inauthentic, filled with lies. I agree with that. Okay. I'm sorry, but y'all live for Britt towards the end. I don't live for people who create lies. I never believed that Kelly had abortions. Like, she was like so caught off guard with that. The girl, like Kelly was like, I got kids with like real health issues, and after I had the twins, I had my tubes tied. So what you talking about? Like, y'all said that was a read. I didn't live for that. Lying about women having abortions is very strange to me. And let's be clear, like, she really couldn't read. That's why she got so like hot in the paint, like so hot, so quick, and so aggressive. You know what I mean? So I don't live for Britt. Sorry. Crystal King. Kay is funny. She said, because Regina King is my cousin. Exactly. And so is Dr. King. Exactly. And Tyler Perry's my uncle. You're right. Listen, I'm sorry. Like, I see through some of the bullshit. Some of it I don't live for it. Britt shouldn't have been able to film the rest of the season after you threatened me. You ain't gonna threaten me with no gun, no pow pows. That was just not cool with me. Two things can be true, but I'm gonna stand on business for what I said. Okay. Which one? What two things are you talking about, David? Because I said a lot. Clearly, Shamea and Kelly is cool with Angela. You saw them backstage at the reunion. Yeah. I think Angela felt some type of way not being included in the damn alliance. I don't know if it was really much of an alliance because Britt broke that. You know, she came for everybody. I think Britt is one of those women that are just threatened by every woman, and it's very strange. She's a friend to nobody. That's why I feel like she clings to her husband the way she does, because he's gonna agree with everything she says. You know, Britt does not like to be held accountable. And, you know, Angela really held her accountable. For what cause? And that's another thing. Y'all forget, y'all have amnesia when it comes to these shows. Britt been lying the whole season. Kenya was not the reason for her losing her license. She did something allegedly that got her license to be reviewed, and we don't know what it was. And it was prior to this incident. And I already told y'all, like, I don't even know if she really did work in insurance, because if you look, you could go look at Britt's LinkedIn. She has like 30 something people. I've been in corporate for 7 years, and I have like over 2,500 connections. Why do you only have 34 connections and you've worked in insurance for forever, according to you? And you was so successful at it. When she up here selling like classes to become an insurance agent. Where the testimonials of all the people you had in your class and how successful they was after they took your class? I would like to know. And if you go look for Bare and Naked on Instagram, they ain't got that many followers either. It's giving, you created this right before the season started. You created this business. It's giving, you created it before the show went up, because you have literally no followers there. So I don't know if it's allegedly a reputable business, either the classes to become an agent or the Bare and Naked stuff, because we saw how she threw a party for that and it was just so disjointed and weird. So I'm not even going there with that. Let me scroll down. Shamea is cool with everyone but Portia and Drew. Yeah, but those are the two who is holding her accountable, though. Okay? Those are the two who's holding her accountable, though. The other ones ain't. David's like, I can't remember, child. I bet you can't. Is Shamea friends with Phaedra? She liked a recent pic on IG after episode 2 of the reunion. 616 and saying, I don't know, Mashuo. They're cool, but Shamea doesn't know if she's coming, if she's going, because then, you know, she couldn't really say whether she still felt some type of way about the rumors that Phaedra started about her ages ago, about her allegedly screwing Candy and Todd. So she was like, you know, Phaedra was like, I thought we talked about this and moved forward. But then she was like real, like, going back and forth about that. I don't know. Shamea is just very strange. I don't know. Say it with your chest, girl. You too old for this. Like, if you still got a problem with her, say that. But she not saying nothing. She was like, I kind of let it go. I can't, but you keep bringing it up in interviews. So which one is it? Either you going to move forward or you not. And I can understand if you feel some type of way because it could have ruined your engagement saying stuff like that. But she needs to say what it is. And that's Shamea's problem. But she stand on business with shit with Drew. That's what I don't understand. So it's very strange. Sean, I agree. Britt's husband does give strange vibes. I'm not even gonna hold you with that. I agree. Miss Finesse, Britt has clearly never been a friend to the group before, and that's why she can't operate. I think she's just one of those women that has a very negative and jealous spirit because she created an issue with Kenya for no reason. We don't know why. Nobody knows why. Nobody saw what she was claiming. If the other cast members had said, I can see why Britt felt that way, but they all was like, no, we didn't see anything from Kenya that would really validate what she's saying. And so there are people out there that just create things in their head, create narratives, and to always have drama. And it just seems like Britt has drama following her. The drama with her family is an indication, right? Like that, I would say, is an indication that she's the drama, I would say. Because we saw nothing in the footage that, and things get cut. But if the cast is saying they didn't see anything, then we're all, and she's not being clear on that either. So I don't know. Miss Finesse, when allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, when you're living a scam life, allegedly, it's hard to not be defensive about everything. And very true. Because everything she showed us, to me, is giving fake. Okay? You didn't pay the event planner. You didn't pay, allegedly. You didn't pay the country club, allegedly. You went PJ shopping, but you can't pay the country club. You went luxury car shopping, but you didn't pay the event planner. And you only gave them one piece of bare and naked, and it just is interesting. I'm gonna stop here and say I haven't checked the likes. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Leave comments under the videos. And thank you for being here. All right. Especially on a Saturday.
Girl, you just got the rumor going. I don't know what the hell going on. Y'all was talking about everything else.
I was going through the comments.
No, it's cool. Ralph definitely did drop a single. You can listen to it on No Chaser TV, Instagram, and Facebook. I was working. That's what I was doing. If I'm asked about my current ring being from a past relationship,
Britt,
why would you have on? You said if you were to answer, it's my second one, or however she answered it, then you just sensitive Sierra content. Sierra content, y'all stop. Listen, I love Sierra content, but Sierra content does not like Kenya Moore. So there you have it. Okay, that's just the long and the short of it, and that's okay if you don't like Kenya, but that is what it is. Some other things from the Kenya Moore live. If you're just joining us, we did go ahead and talk about K. Michelle and Pinky Cole possibly joining Atlanta Housewives. That was something that was on the rumor mill for a couple of weeks. And I knew about it, but I didn't want to go ahead and divulge it and spill it. I don't want to be the one to spill it. Kenya spilled it today on her live, and so everybody is now coming out and saying what they knew, and so that's what's going on with that. As I mentioned earlier, people were confused as to how Kim Michelle possibly got an in on Atlanta Housewives, and my connection that I think it is based off of her doing Queen's Court last season, which is an NBC Universal show. It aired on Bravo and it aired on Peacock, and that would have been her way into Bravo. And right now, it shows to me that unless something changes, they're willing to go outside of the box to get Atlanta where they want it back to be. Because Kenya confirmed that she would not be returning. It does not look like we're going to get Nene again this season. So no Kenya, no Nene, no Candy. That's three of the Sweet Six that everybody wants back. And so I guess they're doing, they're stacking the deck. Pinky Cole is if you guys don't know, Slutty Vegan fame. She is the owner, well, she is the founder and creator of the Slutty Vegan. And as I mentioned earlier, she has disgruntled employees allegedly all around social media airing her ass out about what a horrible boss she is to work for. So there's that. But other than that, she's from the CAU, which is the colleges in Atlanta. And speaking of CAU, her restaurants were in the CAU. However, they were taken out of the CAU, and when it got time for the students of the CAU, that's Clark, Spelman, and Morehouse. And it used to be Morris Brown. I think Morris Brown is back though. I'm not sure, but in that section of Atlanta, took a vote on whether or not to bring the Slutty Vegan back to the area. They declined and voted no because they stated that the burgers were too high. She is married. Her husband is of Dave's Cheesecakes, and she has a small child. She was recently on Nene Leakes' The Nene Leakes Show, talking about everything that she's been through. She lost her restaurants and had to sell them, and then she bought them back a month later with actual money. So she's going to have a lot to talk about. K Michelle is of course a musical artist who we know from from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and all of her great music that she's released over the years, as well as her controversial opinions and brash attitude at times. And so she's going to be on the show with other singers and musical artist Drew Sidora, who is supposed to come back allegedly, and we're not sure if Shamea is coming back or not at this point. But Shamea did let it be known that she did not remove Real Housewives of Atlanta from her bio. So hopefully for Shamea, after she has been publicly been getting her ass whipped the last 2 weeks, and from the looks of the reunion this week, another week in a row. So 3 weeks in a row, she will be coming back, because you couldn't write my story that way and let me lead a show like that. There would be no way. I would fight to stay on the show so I can go ahead and get my story the way I want it to be told. Now, I did hear you say some things about Shamea, and what I think with Shamea is, I think Shamea struggles with being a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say I think Shamea struggles with being a people pleaser is because she went around. Okay, before I get around to her going around and telling everybody else how she really felt about Portia, I think that her still being upset and trying to play it off as if she wasn't upset with Phaedra about what Phaedra said about her years ago, as well as her being upset regarding Portia not going to the wedding, shows that she was going along to get along, when the honest truth was she was hurt by what they had done to her on both occasions, which is okay to be honest about that. And I think that A, she was afraid of public perception, and B, she wanted to make sure that the girls in the public was on her side, hence her creating an alliance when no alliance was necessary, hence her going around talking about Portia behind Portia's back to her alliance members as well as to her ops. So when she did bring that up, everybody would have her back and she wouldn't be alone, because it seems like she is afraid to live in her truth and go alone against Portia, because she said, okay, go ahead. I can't say anything. I can't do it. Okay, go ahead. You got it. You got it. You got it. Instead of speaking up and saying no. I have a problem with you. It never sat right with me that you did not come to my African wedding, but now I'm finding out on the show in front of all the girls that the reason why you said that you weren't coming wasn't the only reason. Is because apparently we were beefing. I didn't even know we had beef. So now I'm upset with you again. And guess what everybody would have said?
Hey, what?
Facts, valid,
Right.
point. But the fact that you went around and created an alliance and you were speaking to her ops about it, like, that's not how best friends move. That's not how best friends move, dog. It's just not. And sometimes you need advice. I think when she went and sought advice from Cynthia or talked about it with Cynthia, I wouldn't have been upset with it, because sometimes you do need advice on how to approach people about sensitive subjects. And so that'll be fake and weird for us to be like, she shouldn't do anything like that. She should have went straight. Sometimes you don't know how to go straight to a person with some bullshit, especially someone like Portia, who does have a habit of dog walking you if you seem to be weaker than her in a conversation. So I get it. However, the way that she went about it was totally wrong, and they airing her out because she sat and played the victim all season when she was going around doing sneaky and shady shit and admitting it on the reunion without being provoked. No provocation. Nobody asked her, "Hey, Shamea, did you have an alliance?" Shamea and Kelly literally told us they had a fucking alliance. How weird is that?
No. Portia outed it. You forgot?
I mean, whatever. I denied
Portia outed it. That's the reason why.
Portia outed it, but at that time, we didn't know Shamea was a liar. So Shamea would have lied on Portia's ass. We would just been like, I believe Shamea. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Girl, you never know. Let your right hand know what your left one doing, baby. I'm sorry. She went out bad. I just don't understand it. I want to understand it, but I can't. I want to understand that, but I can't understand it. And a lot of it seemed like it could have been avoided.
And Charles gonna get in that ass.
And then Charles getting in that ass. It's like, my God, today.
He said, I don't know you.
If he got in her ass like that and she didn't even do nothing really to him, I wonder what he gave Phaedra.
And Portia.
Oh yeah, her too.
Yep. Cause y'all attack my wife, saying y'all know I'm outside and I be messing with this one and you gonna F me. Yup. And none of y'all got men behind y'all except Drew. And Portia got the hot dog man behind her.
But yeah, K. Michelle joins other musical artists on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, such as Drew Sidora and Shamea Morton, and Portia Williams. And now, apparently, Ralph Pittman, who has released a song called Wish You Well. Ahead of tomorrow's reunion. You can go ahead and peep that right now exclusively on No Chaser TV on our social medias. And you can stream it if you
Don't get that man no money, clown.
If your ears don't mind being assaulted by auto-tune.
Shaw said they scared of Charles, as they should be. Keep that man's name out your mouth. I don't know why they would play with Charles like that. His name is the Enforcer. He was called the Enforcer when he was in the NBA. Why would you play with that man like that?
All right. So Kenya Moore did have more going on her live. Let's go ahead and watch the rest of it, and then we're done. Ooh. I can take my contacts out and take a nap, child. Please don't nobody do nothing else.
I did Pilates at 1:00. So honestly, I probably should. Child, my legs are hurting.
Kenya Moore aired Cynthia asked the fuck out on YouTube. So let's go ahead and watch that, because Cynthia's been going around saying that Kenya Moore has not been speaking to her due to the poster and Cynthia holding her accountable. And Kenya says that's absolutely not the reason why she's not speaking to. She says that's absolutely not the reason why she's not speaking to Cynthia. And there's another reason why she's not speaking to Cynthia, even though she does not like the way Cynthia handled the situation with holding her accountable about Britt. The fact that Cynthia is saying that they're not speaking because Britt is a bold-faced lie. She wishes that Cynthia would keep her name out of her mouth and move on because she's tired of the drama. That's what Kenya said. In 1 second, let me go ahead and pull it up so y'all can hear it from her your damn self.
Yes, Kay, she did respond to Portia, Name, and Drew regarding the photo. She did respond to that as well. She called Portia a damn liar.
I'm going to be very truthful right now. The reason first of all, she's not telling the truth about the timeline of, well, she's mistaken. I don't want to just say she's not, lying. I did reach out to and chatted with her via text messages the day after my salon event. I'm not upset with her for speaking her mind. I think she could have handled it differently, but that's not the reason I have not been speaking to her. I thought Cynthia was my writer, one of my best friends, my confidant, someone that I really love and trusted as a sister. We have been through our ups and downs, our lefts, our rights, whatever. But at the end of the day, I thought she was someone that I would always be able to trust. That's not true. There were some private things that I told her, shared with her, and texted her that she shared with someone else.
You're on YouTube.
Okay, thank you. That she shared with someone else. And that really gutted me because in this world of housewives, and you meet people, you form these relationships. Some are because they're work people. They're cast members that you work with, and some they become really a part of your village. I trusted her with my daughter. I trusted her with my secrets. I trusted her with a lot of things. And trust me when I tell you this, I have kept her most private moments, her most private secrets to myself, and have never and will never disclose any private information, specifically, speaking about intimate conversations that we've had or text messages that we've had where I'm explaining something in a very intimate way. And I know that she betrayed my trust, and I won't tell you, specifically the people, the why. I know the why. And the why was not for my best interest. It was for hers. And so all this, I haven't spoken to Kenya, all this stuff. Please, just at this point, just please stop talking about me. You can stand on your own. You can say whatever you want to say, but please, I'm just saying, please stop talking about me. What you're saying is not true. And, I just don't want that nonsense in my life anymore.
She told Cynthia to shut her yap. She also said that when it came to Nene Leakes, she didn't know Nene Leakes to be a liar. So she was saying that Nene Leakes was truthful when it came to Cynthia being a flip-flopper and going whichever way the wind blows.
Yep, that's why I don't like Cynthia. Sorry. Stand on business. She's standing on business on the craziest stuff. You gonna stand on business about Britt? Oh man. Sorry, TT. I hope TT exiting. They keeping Cynthia.
I heard everybody got an offer back. That's what I heard. I don't know.
I don't think she gonna fit in with these newer girls coming in. And she say the wrong thing. K Michelle gonna cuss her ass out. I'm just
Good. Somebody need to get cussed out around now. It might not need to be Cynthia, but somebody
saying.
might need to get cussed out a little bit. That's the problem with the people. They ain't been getting cussed out. Girl, the people are laughing at this Ralph Pittman tea. That is so funny to me. Um, Vanessa Colbert. Hey, Vanessa. Thank you for always supporting on Facebook. Says, who says that they have kept their friends' secrets? The fuck? You should, dummy. Kenya didn't even have to say that about secrets. The fuck? Oh, okay. Vanessa. Thank you for always supporting. I've seen her name more than once. Thank you for always supporting No Chaser TV, Vanessa. We appreciate you. Um, yeah. Some other things that Kenya did was thank Portia for going ahead and having her back at the reunion and speaking up for her. She didn't know if it was on camera or off, but basically, Portia said that she did not like the way that things were done in regards to Kenya's exit. And she also had advice for Kelly. She said she likes Kelly a lot, but the advice that she has to Kelly is to stick with herself and be her own person because she will be a great housewife and she doesn't need to be in any alliances, is what she said. She said Kelly is a straight shooter and Kelly is more than capable of standing on her own 2 feet.
I agree with that.
That's what she said.
I don't like housewives that act like followers, because they doing that on Miami too. We don't follow the leader. Either you're going to be your own individual and be your authentic self and bring your whole self. Reality TV is the place where you could do that. Corporate America, I can't bring my whole self, okay? But reality TV is that's a place where you could be yourself. We want to see the authenticity. Like, as much as I don't like Stephanie, right now, I think in the future, it's going to be great because regardless, she's like, I'm an individual. And you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do. And you're going to shut the F up. I respect it. I might not care for her too much, but I respect it. You know what I mean? And Kelly just really played this. First, you was so besties with Britt. Then it became Shamea. Girl, you need to stand on your own too. I don't disagree with Kenya saying that. I want to know who the real Kelly is. We don't need an echo chamber. When Britt said who that baby is and you repeated it, I don't. What about that baby? What about that baby? That was the corniest shit she could ever do. Don't do that again. I really do. I really want to like Kelly, but I don't know who the real Kelly is right now. And if you're going to be up under Shamea's ass, then I don't want it either. I agree with Kenya's sentiments on that.
All right, you guys. I went ahead and sent a link if you want to go ahead and talk with us about it and give your thoughts on K. Michelle joining, allegedly, Pinky Cole joining, allegedly, Kenya Moore not returning to the Housewives of Atlanta. As me and Tori B stated earlier, we felt that it was punishment further. And anything else regarding this particular live, go ahead and copy and paste that link in your browser. Give us a call. Let us know while you're here. Make sure that you like the video and leave comments in the heart section. Make sure that you are liking it wherever you're at. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Follow us on all social media at No Chaser TV. You can find us everywhere. So go ahead and do that if you would. We would greatly appreciate it. And we do greatly appreciate it wherever you're watching from. So thank you guys so much for that. Christmas in July because we got all this tea. And also, if you want to go ahead and send super chats, please do. As we have a No Chaser TV to BravoCon fund, and all monies will go to that to get us to BravoCon. We greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and read a comment or two, and then we'll go ahead and call it an evening. I got to get this contact out, and I need to take a nap. So.
Because if my friend did what Kenya did, I would have told him I'm gonna talk to my friend, but didn't want you threatened her with a pow pow shit. Cynthia was wrong. Cynthia is out here getting her coins, and Kenya is on the internet lying for relevance.
Who said that?
Vanessa Colbert.
Okay.
Portia was the main one acting appalled. You can't trust her either, Kenya. That was from Kay. Amanda K said, I bet Cynthia gonna pop up every other event as a friend. I don't want that. And then Amanda K also agreed, basically stop being a follower in reference to Kelly. Yes.
All right.
Is somebody from Facebook? I'm sorry, your name starts with Yatari. I hope it's true. K Michelle on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Sounds like it's pretty lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah, they start in 2 weeks. They filming in 2 weeks.
We'll see. And then, things happen. There have been girls who have started and didn't make it through. So you never know. Remember, light skinned Keisha and Vanessa Simmons filmed season 14 and we didn't see any of it. So,
ooh, I didn't even know that.
oh, right, here you go. Yeah, so there's that. But we didn't see any of it. So you never know. It could work, it could not work. You never know. We'll see. All right, y'all. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Oh, wait, Vanessa Colbert said, where do I donate for you to go to BravoCon?
Oh,
I think you're gonna have to put that on Facebook, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't, because Facebook is different. They don't do it like, they don't do it like. If you can't see it on Facebook, I don't think that Facebook has like an option like how they do on YouTube. We're on YouTube, and you can do super chat on YouTube, or you can just cash app us directly at that. That's coming up on the screen. $ IC Media. Because we need to be at BravoCon. Because child, that's a lot of tea, and I don't know if y'all gonna get it right. So you just give it to me, and we'll get that tea right. Ain't that right, Tori?
Period.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. And Mojito Mommies is out. Go check out Mojito Mommies if you haven't. Go check out Happy Hour from Wednesday. Go check out the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Monday, I know people were asking. Monday, we will be reviewing part 1 and 2. Not part 1 and 2, but we will be reviewing episodes 1 and 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, as they will take over Monday. And this Tuesday, we will review the last part of the reunion this Tuesday. And so be on the lookout for that. Monday is going to be Chase, Tori B, and Deirdre D, as you guys know. And Tuesday is going to be Chase, Sammy, and Antonio at Atlanta. Wednesday, Happy Hour. Thursday, Chase and Jaime. For Mojito Mommies, Miami Housewives. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate you wherever you're at.
See y'all on Monday.
Yes, that is the $. Send us some Bravo Con because we got to go. Okay. Oh my God, almost 300 people watching. We greatly appreciate
yes.
you. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead and be out, and if anything else breaks, we'll be here. Oh, Garcelle got a man.
She got a man.
Garcelle's got a man. Garcelle
book that
got
show and
a
is winning.
man.
You hear me?
Y'all know what to do. When I get to it, y'all know what to type in the lounge. Garcelle's got a man at home. Yes. And he black too, girl.
Oh, he black.
And he got money too, girl.
Go ahead, Garcelle. So y'all got some tea. Girl. There you go.
All right, there y'all go. We don't have to spit a lot of tea today, right?
A lot.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.